Hey friends, how you doing? How you living? Hope you are thriving and vibing. Absolutely adore me, love me, obsessed with me for coming home after a night out at midnight and coming and channeling a reading for you. Oh, hilarious. Oh, girl. Love you. I love you so much. That's so funny. Anyways, I'm here and I've slept well. I have eaten well. I'm feeling good and I'm ready to get into a reading. I'm ready to get into what your guides want to have a yap about. And the first card that comes out is the High Priestess. Can I get some... Oh. Okay. Flanking either side of the High Priestess is the King of Cups and the Star. This High Priestess, this is you. Like, let's be so real. This is you. This is your energy. You being in touch, you being in flow, you connecting deeper and deeper and deeper to yourself, to your truest self. I feel this big theme of like returning to yourself as well. And like, you might feel like you can sit in silence and that you like want to be in silence a little bit more, which I think is like wild and cool because I think it is a reflection of internal alignment when you choose to peacefully exist in silence as a place of like peace and contentment, you know? And like where noise would like aggravate you. I'm not saying it's all the time, but I can feel that energy around you of like being so at peace with your surroundings. Okay, and I see these two sides of the High Priestess. I see the side of you that wants to give love and potentially wanting to connect romantically. And this other side of you that is like chasing a goal and chasing a dream. Now, for some of you might feel like these two parts of you, the one that wants to chase connection and the other side that wants to chase your goals, might feel like they are opposing. And like I can understand why you might feel like those two things are opposing. I'm not saying that they are. I'm validating the feeling if you feel like they're opposing. They don't necessarily need to, but let's get into like these different sides. Let's get into the star energy first. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about the star energy? 5 of Coins, 2 of Swords, Temperance. It's almost as if you need... It's like recognizing that you need to be alone. And I think it kind of comes from potentially a bit of a forced isolation where you are disconnected from places, from environments, from people that don't serve you, but there has been like a forced disconnection that is kind of guiding you and like pushing you gently through a massive ego washing and like a huge realignment that comes back to being much more in touch with yourself, which I can feel has been very distorted. What I'm getting is that it's like your guides and the universe needed to place you in a space where you're going to be alone so that you can learn how to take care of yourself and hear yourself, like truly, truly hear yourself and take care of yourself and have the time and have the space and have the energy to take care of yourself. Can I get some more from this Temperance energy? Page of Cups, 3 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like there was some kind of connection here that was like really, really taking you away from yourself. Really, really draining you. Yeah, 10 of Wands, yeah. It was almost like you got used to how drained you were as well. Like there wasn't... Yeah. You got used to how... Because I think it happened slowly. Someone's energy affecting you. And maybe because you thought it was like a little bit like, oh, I can deal with that. I can separate my energy from their energy and so on. You can kind of like identify what's what and kind of come back to your own energy. But like if they're draining energy, if their energy keeps draining yours and you keep leaking energy, but you're just like, oh no, I know that there's a leak happening, but like, it's okay. I can like patch the hole and I can just make sure I'm full again. Like at a certain point, you won't realize that you've lost 50%, 60%, 80% of yourself, your energy, your internal voice, that you've been forgetting to like top up your own energy because you're so busy trying to like patch up all the holes of where you're like leaking energy. I don't know if I'm articulating the metaphor well, but I can see that you got used to being so drained. And yeah, that's why there was this like necessary isolation. But I don't feel like you feel lonely though. I feel like you probably feel more loved than you ever have. Okay. With this particular star energy, what advice do you have for this beautiful collective as they navigate this chapter? Magician, 8 of Cups, and the 6 of Coins. You're going to be moving into spaces and places where you're leaving a lot behind. You are leaving a lot of, it almost feels like there's a certain network that you always thought would be helpful to you. And you're going to be leaving that behind. But the thing is, it's like there is so much more to be given to you outside of this like very like small centralized little bubble that you maybe feel like is important to you. There's actually so much more there. The key here is let yourself be seen. Let yourself be seen. Like you are so magical. You are so wonderful. You are so abundant. You are this alchemizing princess of a person, and you just need to let yourself be seen. Everything good and amazing and abundant wants to come towards you, but it's only going to come towards you through the people that see you. You need to let yourself be seen. That needs to be a priority in this. And I feel like you're taking care of yourself and you see yourself, and definitely take that time to continue to hear yourself and see yourself. But also, when you're ready, make it a priority to let yourself be seen by others as well. And it's not just I want to get things from other people. No, it's be proud of yourself. Don't hide yourself away. And also, your energy is so beautiful and so healing. It's not just about getting things. It's also about giving. You know it's about giving. You know that your existence is about giving. Even though we've been on the, take care of yourself, not being a caretaker, we're trying to rebalance things, y'all. We're not trying to get rid of that. You've just been so heavy into the service to others that, you've lost sight of yourself. But at the end of the day, you're out here trying to help and heal. You're out here trying to give all the good. And it starts by you taking care of yourself and then letting yourself be seen. Because then what do people see? They see a beautiful entity taking care of themselves and being authentic and letting themselves be seen. We lead by example. The strongest way that you can give advice and be of service is actually just living by example. And the people that want to follow in those footsteps will do so and will gravitate towards you. And they can see a lived example of like how authenticity is a benefit. I feel like a lot of people need that. Like they need the permission to feel like they also can be seen. And so much good is coming towards you. There are people with resources that want to help you help others. They need to find you. And the way that they are going to find you is by you letting yourself be seen. Okay, so that's the Star. Let's get into the King of Cups. Who are you? What are you? Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about this King of Cups? You? All right. You as well. 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Oh. Okay, I feel this going both ways. I feel like there is a conflicting energy within you that's like, oh, do I want to be giving out love right now? And then there might also be not, like there could be a person, it could be multiple people that are like, oh, do I want to come towards collective right now? There's definitely a want. And I am picking up that it's not just one person. Could be past people, could be new people. But there's this like internal like, will I, won't I? From your end, from their end, from all of it. Hi, hello, thank you. Okay, what else do we need to know about these energies? Queen of Wands, King of Coins, 8 of Swords, Ace of Coins. Okay, so oh my gosh, okay, so this is the way it's coming through. For my beautiful collective, this could be platonic, could be romantic, right? Let's start off with that. Secondly, you might resonate with one of the following energies, or 2, or 3, or all 4. But I just got 4 energies coming up for this collective, which is, it's just funny, but not at all surprising. You are literally the Star. Of course, you've got energies chasing you. So we've got this feminine energy, very creative, very assertive. We've got this King of Coins energy. I feel like they're grown. They're very, very, very grown. There is this grown masculine energy that just dropped. Okay. Yeah. There's a very grown. There is an 8 of Swords energy. There is someone who is in full hibernation, not wanting to come out of their cave energy. And then there is this Ace of Coins. And this is a much quieter energy. This is someone who wants to come in like little doses. Like they want to come to you and they want to come very like little bit by little bit. When I tap into this energy, I almost feel like this energy you might be connecting to more frequently. It feels a little bit more platonic, and it feels a little bit like, oh, I want to give. It's a give-gift thing. There's like a generosity there, but there is this like, they're definitely, why do I want to say the word trepidatious? Is that even a word? They're like just a little bit, what is the word? I feel like that's not the word. What the trepidatious? Trepidation. So trepidation means a feeling of fear, worry, or anxiety about something happening. So what is trepidatious? Or am I making these words up? Like Shakespeare. Okay, yeah. Okay, so trepidatious is a word. Go me. Oh my God. Vocabulary. Nervous, shaky, or hesitant because you think something bad may occur. Yeah. So yeah. They are trepidatious about coming towards you, but I feel like it's a platonic energy, but they're kind of like, ooh, maybe there's a want for like a more thing. Okay, so Could be one, could be all four. You're so loved, collective. Y'all, my beautiful energies here. Okay, how are you doing with all of that? How are you living with the Fool? You're just like, you're focused on you, and you got a bit of that chaos energy going on as well. I am not surprised you have so much energy coming towards you if you're just kind of like inhabiting that, I say chaos, but it's just like you create opportunity. It's creating opportunity. You're just like, there are so many options and you're just like, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. Like there is no like one ultimate path when you're just like living so spontaneously and living so in flow, and not thinking too hard about like, should I do this or should I do that? Or what does someone think of this? Or what does something think of that? Like, and I don't think it's a careless thing either. I just feel like you trust your instincts to be honed enough to just be able to do things and not make dumb choices, to recognize when a choice is done out of something like loneliness or fear, or if it's done out of something good like curiosity, and you lean in towards the things that are done out of curiosity or joy or thrill seeking, and you know, like the choices that come from things like fear, anger, those don't become realistic options for you. That's what I mean, whereas like you're in chaos mode and you can trust yourself to be in chaos mode because the bad choices are just not even choices for you. You're too grown for that, and I love that about you. That's what I love about tapping into this chaos energy. I know that it's a very wise chaos energy. It's just like creating potential and creating opportunity and living, like really fully feeling alive and experiencing everything that the world has to give. So that's you. Yeah. And people are just magnetized to that. Because when you feel alive, the people around you feel alive because you take them on that journey with them. If people are like, I don't know, I want to do this. And you'll be like, yeah, let's go. How about we try this? I really wanted to go to this place. What are you doing tonight? Like existing in that, people are like, oh, they're suddenly like jolted by your activity, your action, your decisiveness. And yeah, that's why people are so magnetized to you, babes. So magnetized to you. Love that. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords. Seven of Cups. Okay. So let's get real for a sec. Isn't it fun? Isn't it nice? Isn't it interesting when you got someone or multiple people just like wanting to be in your energy? It doesn't need to be romantic, doesn't need to be platonic, but it's like there are people who just want to be in your energy, right? Things can get messy fast. And when I say messy, I mean that people's feelings can get hurt. So while it's fun being like, I'm looking at all of these things, let's just remember, potentially, babe, let's look back on the other times that maybe a person, multiple people have been chasing you and it didn't work out well for them. And then you have to deal with the consequences of hurting someone's feelings. That doesn't feel good. Just a reminder that like, continue to be wise about the choices that you make while you are feeling alive. I feel like there are a couple of these particular energies that you probably just want to be a little bit more boundaried with and like grounded with. Because I feel like a couple of these energies are very platonic and you'd like to keep it that way. Or maybe it would be in everyone's best interest if you kept it that way. So yeah, just definitely catch yourself. Something else in these cards as well. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Coins. No. Okay. Hierophant. Okay. Let's have a seat. All right. Okay. I feel like these energies be around you, and that's fun for you. I love that. Now, these energies are around you. Are these the energies that you ultimately want around you? I am having the feeling that the reason why you can have so much fun with these energies that are around you is because you're not too attached to them. Because it feels like you kind of like locked away your attachment somewhere else or to someone else. And then I can see now why this is pressing up against your, I don't want to deal with this. I just want to work on contributing to the community and that star energy and you doing you. Oh, there you are. I'm glad you're having so much fun. That is amazing. You, my little beautiful collective, you've just, I feel like you're having fun. But like this lovey-dovey lover girl part of you has been shut away a little bit. And so I feel like you show up lover girl in so many spaces. But like the romantic part is just locked away. Can I get some more on the Hierophant, please? Oh my God, I think this is going to be a long reading. Y'all. Three of Wands. Okay, look. I have the feeling in my gut because I know that like, I feel the, I can feel the conflict of locking away a part of yourself that I feel like is like pretty integral. My lover girls. Locking away that like romantic part of you, that's a pretty core part of yourself, I feel. And I think that there is probably a time for you to do that. Because you've probably, living the life of a lover girl really put your purpose, your mission on the back burner. Maybe deliberately, maybe accidentally, but it's been there. And yeah, there needs to be a correction made here. And maybe there needs to be an overcorrection, but there's an acknowledgement of that, and there's an acknowledgement of like the conflict that can sit within you when, yes, there's a part of you that is finally being expressed through your work and through your care, and there are so many voices within you that are finally getting a voice. But to create space for that, this other part of you, this part that has been expressed for so long, the lover girl, romantic, is not being given a voice. And that part of you is used to having a voice. That part of you is used to having a say. That part of you is used to driving the ship. And I'm not saying that this current phase isn't right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that it is. And for a lot of you, it could be just absolutely necessary. I think for a lot of you, it is absolutely necessary, but like, let's acknowledge this massive shift that is like moving you in a good direction, but is very against your instincts. And yeah, part of your body, your mind, your spirit is like pushing up against it. I don't think it's fighting it too much. I think it understands. It's just like, it's like emotional habits and emotional memory. All of this love within you is not used to not being expressed and not having a place to land. And so it can, build up. We have the Empress come up. This is important. This time is important. You working on you is important. Because it's not like you aren't abandoning your lover girl. You aren't abandoning those parts of yourself. I feel like there's parts of you that maybe have been disconnected from certain people or places that you've been really attached to that still hold your attachment, and that's kind of locked down the majority of your romantic interest. That's not to say that your fun, flirty interest isn't still there, but you are consciously not giving that the amount of space that you usually would have in your world, where maybe you would have centered someone. But you have such a knowledge and wisdom about that you need to give space to all these other parts of you that had to make room for romantic love. And this is the only way that you're fully going to be able to embody this like Empress energy, is by exploring and understanding all these other parts of yourself as well. So just remember, everything's moving in seasons. And you've had a long time of a lover girl season, and it's time for you to inhabit a different season for a little while. And then there's going to be many seasons after that that are totally different, that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was this part of myself I wasn't giving a voice to, and now I have to go back to this one. And so much that we don't know. There is so much that you don't know, I don't know. Isn't that so exciting? But right now, learning how to listen to yourself again and return to yourself. Let's get into the oracle cards. Okay, this is good. This is great. This is how I want to be showing up in a reading. Not that I was just so low energy. I went out and I danced and I yelled and I giggled and I was just out being hilarious. And you know what? It's easy to do, but it takes a lot of energy out of you. Let's get into it. You don't need it all figured out. The gifted guide, stars, chaos, opportunity. We had the star come up. I've been talking about chaos. You don't need to have it all figured out. It's okay that you can feel the adjustment happening within you. Give yourself so much love as you're going through it. Give yourself so much love. Star mother. How can you mother yourself? Did these two come out together? They're not in the last two readings, but at one point. I had a little mini download about mothers as well. Maybe that just wants to come through. So we think about like mothers and parents, mothers specifically. And we think that like, oh, a mother's role is to take care. And we just think about mothers not as women, but as like these fixed beings that are of service. But no, they're women. They are multifaceted women that also are of service. And you have to remember that about yourself as well. In the same way that a mother is just not there to exist for the family. Like, the family does a lot better because a mother is so of service, but they are still a woman. This is something that I learned now that I have friends and siblings that are women and have been children to me, grow up and become mothers. Like, no, their womanhood still exists. Your personhood still exists outside of being a caretaker. They aren't like mutually exclusive things. So yeah. So one, Make sure that you are treating yourself not just as a parent role, but also as a person. And also, for all of the mothers that are in your world, make sure that you are also respecting and nourishing their womanhood, their personhood. They are just people that also have children. They don't stop being, like, women don't stop being women with needs and wants and desires and dreams just because they have children and they are now mothers. They are like a million times cooler and stronger and braver and deserve so much more respect. Yeah. Anywho, thank you for spending this time with me. I will see you in the next reading.